AITA for defending my partner after a woman continued being rude to him because he almost hit her with a ball in the dog park? Here's the story read to you by What in the Schnitzel. Playing fetch with our dog, my partner accidentally threw the ball inches away from a woman's face. To clarify, accidentally, his aim with the launcher stick was somewhat bad today because the size of the ball was smaller than usual. I had just warned him about ditching the stick because it was a small park, but he ignored me. And then this happened. He instantly apologized and went to get the ball. She started saying, "You should find somewhere else to throw the ball, not at people's face, okay," in a hostile tone. My partner explained that it wasn't intentional. But she continued to teach him how this was not okay, etc. Things got a bit escalated when my partner then replied with, "If this is what makes you feel better, sure." At this point I got up and said to her, "We already told you that it wasn't intentional and apologized, what else do you want?" And then I turned to my partner, mad for ignoring my warning. After this, we continued playing with our dogs, but in a corner and without the stick, so as to avoid her. She stayed in the middle of the park, continuing to play with her dog. I saw her point her phone at us, as if taking a picture, but obviously I can't be sure. Anyway, the whole thing really ruined the evening playtime with our dog and left me feeling angry, sad, and helpless. I understand that the ball throw was my partner's mistake, but does this entitle the woman to be rude to him? Question: Am I the a-hole for defending my partner instead of staying out of it? Or am I the a-hole for not siding with the woman for being the victim instead? Let me know down in the comments and subscribe for more at What in the Schnitzel on YouTube. Responds to the story of partner almost hitting a lady in the face at the dog park. Comment from Cozy Stardew. I can't believe they have the audacity to mad at that woman when she nearly got hit in the face because OP's partner can't aim for shit. If you hit someone in the face, accident or not, just apologize and move on. Definitely don't do whatever OP and her partner did or else you just look like an a-hole. Second comment from Machka Ilajiva. Yeah, YTA. But not as much as your husband. His negligence almost caused a potentially serious injury. It's okay for him to be uncomfortable if that's what it takes for him to stop being so careless. Third comment from Crunchy Tea Time writes, I understand that the ball throw was my partner's mistake, but does this entitle the woman to be rude to him? She wasn't rude, she was probably a bit shocked and afraid, and she was right, throwing a ball using a ball launcher is risky because of exactly what happened. There are too many people too close by and it can hit someone. Fourth comment from HealthNo4265. Info: If the ball had actually hit her instead of just missing her, would you have been similarly upset if she didn't accept BF's apology and continued to lecture him for his behavior? What would you have done in that situation?
Subreddits, am I the a-hole? From OKSomewhere6514. Subject: AITA for cutting a cat door into my roommate's bedroom door. Okay, obviously I didn't do this, but it's truly what I want to do at this point. I have lived with my roommate for about 7 months now. At first I was understanding because Paul had never lived W pets. But they are constantly trapping my cat in their bedroom, and to be fair, my cat is quick and curious about spaces she's not allowed in often. So okay, the odd time the cat gets stuck in the room, okay, whatever. But however, it's still happening. And all the time, when I'm home, when I'm at work, it's getting ridiculous. I work evenings, so I truly have no idea how long my cat is stuck in there sometimes. It truly could be up to 8 to 10 hours. I pointed out to them, obviously, like, keep an eye out for the cat, but it's still multiple times a week. I've been so patient and nice, but it's getting to the point I want to scream at them, but they genuinely seem not to care. Looked me in my face and said, the last time I had texted Paul to see how long ago they left to figure out how long my cat had been stuck in there, so I stated I was upset and Paul replied with okay sorry, then came home. Looked me in my face and said, oh, by the way, when I said I was sorry, I didn't mean it, I just didn't know what to say. I was shocked, speechless. I said that's disgusting, and took my cat to bed with me. I've tried to excuse it for so long and blame it on Paul just not being aware of their surroundings, but after that I've had enough and there's no getting through to them. Even when they're in the wrong they just double down. But this is not acceptable to me. We agreed on having a cat in the space and my cat is such a sweetie. I wish she'd shit and piss all over Paul's stuff at this point so they'd understand this is not okay to do. Opinion of @Theory 240. You're the a-hole. Not his problem, your problem. You two are not compatible as roommates with a cat. He doesn't mind you having a cat, but it is not his problem and he sees no reason it should be his problem. Keep the cat out of his room. At Hand in Hand 123 states. You're the a-hole. Your cat is your responsibility. Not your roommate's. Roommate agreed to the existence of the cat, but that doesn't mean he should have to take any responsibility for it. And the fact that he doesn't take into consideration the cat's feelings when he leaves the house doesn't mean you can vandalize his space. If the cat was so upset at being trapped in the room for hours, more than once, ongoing for months, I would think she'd have learned by now not to go in there at all. You are the one who is upset. You can't control roommate's behavior. You can ask him to change, which you have, but he can say no, which he has. Looking out for the cat's whereabouts when you aren't around and he needs to go somewhere isn't a responsibility he wants to take on, and he doesn't have to because it's not his cat. Vandalizing his door is definitely not an acceptable solution. If you aren't okay with how your roommate behaves with regard to the cat, you either get a new roommate or get rid of the cat. Or find a cat babysitter or something.